Yo, what's good? This your boy 450 Panda, and this is Green Thursdays. Industry Thursdays, where we talk about, discuss, dive into, interview, digest, whatever you want to call it. You know, we just be into everything industry. Today's a dope day, man. We got a special, I don't know what you call him, guest host, co-host, my main homie, my brother, the pineapple messiah.
No, it's the margarita messiah. Get it right, please.
The pineapple. It depends.
No, it doesn't.
Some days when you wear those tropical shirts when you play, you're the pineapple messiah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah. You can't go out there with a whole pineapple shirt on with your hair pulled back like
we're here to save the day.
The Rock. Oh, in his younger days. With the high-waisted jeans and the good turtleneck. You know what I'm saying?
Not high-waisted jeans. That's a lot.
The 90s was crazy times, my guy.
Yeah, it was. But anyway, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Black Amigo, a.k.a. the Margarita Messiah, a.k.a. Tequila Tio, baby. How we doing?
Tequila Tio.
I like that sound effect. Can we do that like one more time? Just like raise my hand up one time? No? Can we do a little sound effect? Yeah! No? Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we just do one time? One time for the one? Just hit it one time. Yeah.
This is what happens when you have friends who enjoy a lot of wrestling.
Yeah. Too much. It's starting to cost me money. I don't like it. I love it.
So before we dive in today, tell me this. How you been?
Overworked, called a lot, in demand, thank God. You could be the opposite. Working all over. You know, here's the thing. I always said that, you try to make big moves, but really it's the small moves that make big outcomes. So it's like a multitude of small, like my old coach back in 10th grade anatomy class. His name was Coach John Speeney.
Coach in anatomy.
John Speeney. He used to say, if you do enough little things, then big things happen. So I felt like, we kind of adopted that little. We're going into training camp with a mindset.
If I take you to enough places, I'll eventually get somewhere.
You put some miles on that Fitbit. I promise.
I don't got Fitbit right now. My iWatch or whatever, Apple Watch.
That's a little more advanced, so you can still do the same thing.
My Apple Watch is
it syncs all the time.
Currently broken.
It is.
So this is a TikTok watch.
That's a TikTok watch.
This is a TikTok watch.
Like an actual TikTok watch.
I ordered it on TikTok for like $9.
Really?
And I've dropped it in water. It's lasted like 6 days charged before.
If I was a young kid, I'd just wear that and try to see if I can like market for a future NIL deal or something.
I mean, listen, this company has sold like 16,000 of these.
You gotta fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even faking it. I just wanted to know what time it was.
That's it.
And my heart rate.
That's it.
That was it. That was all it was.
The G-Shock of smartwatches.
I just wanted to know what time it was. The G-Shock of smartwatches. I'll take that. It has multiple screen settings.
Yeah.
Not bad. But past that. So, what shows you played recently?
Man, it's actually been pretty decent. I've done a lot of private events recently.
I've seen.
You know what I'm saving myself to do? Like I'm actually saving I'm not saving myself. It's more like you're like preparing to put together something and like try to blast out a different experience. Does that make sense? You do show. I've been doing shows. I've been doing the Visa nightclub. I've been,
So is that why when I called you, ducked me with the potassium foster children?
No, it was Banana Foster, and it was in New Orleans. No, I was.
You was in New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans.
You was
Tales of the Cockroach.
Adopting potassium children?
No, I wasn't. We were just learning about the rich history of a Banana Foster.
A banana foster?
Yes.
Or a banana?
Bananas Foster.
Bananist or banana?
Bananas.
Like B-A-N-A.
Bananas Foster, and it was at
like this.
It was at the world.
It's bananas.
It was at the world famous Brennan's in the French Quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, magnificent dessert. I mean it.
So I called you.
Mm-hmm.
You shot me the voicemail.
I did. I was in the middle of trying to learn something.
He was recording a video about some potassium foster children.
Right. It was a 3-minute 49 video, 2 parts.
I think you tried to explain to me about these adopted foster children.
I sent you the whole video.
And I still just look like little kids running around in potassium t-shirts.
No, it was a lot more in depth. It was more like one of those The history lesson was, about they had to come up with something on kind of on the fly, and so they just took the ingredients and just.
It felt like an adult version of Bananas and Pajamas are coming down the stairs.
It possibly did,
Was
but
it delicious?
it was like the best I think I've ever had. It was great. I tell you another thing too. I didn't have any cramps.
You didn't have any cramps?
No.
Didn't need mustard or pickle juice on the sideline?
Nope. Potassium was not.
So tell me this, did you get any beignets while you was down there?
No.
No po' boys?
Nope. No.
No gumbo?
Nope.
No jambalaya? Dodo rice?
Nah, but they did put some
alligator?
They did put a little weird jambalaya mix on a pancake, so instead of syrup,
Jumbo?
it was actually pretty good. It was delicious.
The caucus, they get out of hand sometimes.
It's not. No, it wasn't. It was at the same spot where I had bananas foster.
Some caucus.
It was really no. It wasn't. It was like right there.
Them Cajun folk or them caucus Cajun folk?
It was
French.
it was
French quarters, right?
in the French Quarter.
That's French folk.
In the middle.
That ain't the bayou. That ain't Cajun.
I mean, yeah,
That ain't the.
It ain't.
We
It
don't
ain't.
probably know today.
for sure. It's not Brothers Fried Chicken.
It's not brothers.
It's not Brothers Fried
You go
Chicken
out
at all.
there, hey, it's your boy Roberto. I got the 16. It's your boy Roberto. I got a 16 piece of fried chicken.
Shout out to Ross.
It's your boy Roberto. I got a 16 piece of the controller in the trunk. Let's
Can
go
I
out there.
just say how much of for the audience a POS you are for
If you do
likening
know that's a piece of shit.
for likening my life story to Bobby Boucher.
I mean, listen. You
Knowing that my favorite number is number 9 too. That's what
you
really
was
makes
down
it
at the
bad.
bayou with Roberto.
It's
Eating crawfish. Catfish and crawfish. All the fishes.
drinking high quality
You're
H2O.
drinking high quality H2O behind a cold crisp grenade.
You are shit. Just want to let you know. For all that it don't know, this is a complete.
So, what you got coming up next, man?
So we got a few big events. Big birthday, 360 set at Ibiza coming up.
For all my people who are less intelligent, that is a full circle.
Full circle set.
They'll be in a booth inside a full circle.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a booth with the whole background ish thing going on. It might be more of like a instead of 360, more like a 280, 290,
284 and a half.
290. Yeah, it might be a little,
Start it off a little
It's
bit.
gonna be fun though.
It'll be fun.
Yeah,
That's what matters most.
it's something for the birthday of Ibiza, man. Definitely mark your calendar, September 7th. That's gonna be a big one. Got some big other events coming up. Halloween, I already booked that on the books.
Ooh.
Anybody hit me up? It'll be at Virtue Rooftop Lounge. Rooftop was that on top of Fire Church. Nice little gig. I'm sure tickets will go on sale soon. So please come join me. Halloween. Actually, it's Halloween Saturday, October 26th.
That's what you're talking about earlier?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I'm to be there.
No. We're doing that.
If I can be involved in that, I just want everybody to know I'm showing up in my usual outfit. And if anybody knows my outfit, every year I show up as Fat Albert.
He doesn't show up as Fat Albert.
Yes, I do. I show up in my red sweater with my blue jeans and my white shirt with the white shirt tucked, and I always get a wig, and I order a wig, and I come in with a little bit of with syrup on my lips. Hey, hey, hey!
Dude, I've never seen you in a red.
Bro, the last 4 years I've been Fat Albert every year.
I've known you since.
And how many years in the past 4 years have you been with me on Halloween? None. We ain't even ran into each
I'm
other.
not gonna sit there and say I have
We haven't.
lied to the people. You know what I'm saying?
We haven't.
I'm not gonna lie to the people and say I have.
You know how I know we haven't? Because there's no way in hell.
You'd stop laughing when I was Randy
Not
Watson.
only that, you wouldn't let me not live that down.
What, Fat Albert?
Bro, I was wearing K-Swiss and some old Levi's, the Strauss.
You're right. I wouldn't let you do that at all.
I had a butterfly collar on a Hanes red Walmart sweater, and I had a big wig from Amazon. You wasn't gonna let me live that down.
You had a wig to play Fat Albert?
I mean, I have dreads.
You don't need a wig. What do you need a wig
Fat Albert
for?
doesn't have dreads.
I mean, that's what I'm asking. Like, why?
Rasta Albert, Bumbleclad Albert,
I mean,
Big Bumba Albert.
I mean, you gotta switch it up somehow. Yeah, you can't send this back to Bill Cosby. You can't have time back.
Hey, that's not the way. You know, you gotta stay in character. So
I find that funny how you sounded that's not the way, but they were playing
Hey,
that's
listen,
not the way you did it.
I braided my hair down like the thoughts do.
Mm-hmm.
It had a little
The
horn.
Thoughts.
Like the thoughts. You know the thoughts be braiding their hair.
Are they recognized as an official
Organization?
or not organization?
Young Thoughts of America?
Nah, just are they on the census? Can you put them on the census now?
I think Thoughts are on census.
Like official?
The reason I think Thoughts are on census is because I feel like most thoughties
They should be.
Most thoughties follow their thoughtiness from their mothers. So you got like a thoughty mom. So
Wow.
like grandma is probably putting you on the census because she claiming you on everything. On her taxes, on her census.
Okay.
She don't even know what census do, but she think she claiming you on something.
Right.
Who is it? Yeah, everybody's house. Yeah, it's on me.
But here's the thing: if like, is it just why is it just relegated to the mothers?
It's not just the mothers. You get some thoughty daddies too.
Okay.
Thoughts are not just women. The thought is not just the women. This man thoughts. Mots.
So let me ask you this: on the spectrum of here to here, right? Let's just say bottom to the top, from the root to the tuba, right? Where do you place the common hoe versus the thought?
Here we go.
Here you go, right here.
Here we go.
Where does
Okay.
it go in this?
Okay, so
Where's the measurement? Where's the litmus
you said on
on
a
the
spectrum
hoe
on a spectrum
and
from,
adding the two T's?
okay, so on a spectrum from here to here,
Right.
let's call this.
You have two T's
Let's
to
call
put
this 0 to 20.
You have
So
you
we
have
like
you have the HO and two T's. If you need to scrabble it. But I'm saying, where do you put hoes over thoughts or thoughts over hoes?
I feel like
What's your thought on thoughts?
I feel like thoughts are prepubescent hoes.
Okay.
I feel like thoughts are like the younger hoes. Like I feel like once you've got your reins, your balance, you know how to finesse.
Right.
Then you become a hoe. When
Okay.
you're just out trying to figure it out, still
So those two T's are training wheels.
yes, potentially, yeah, yes,
Well, okay.
thoughty wheels.
How, the training wheel, the two T's. So you just as soon as you drop them T's,
If you got T's, it's a hoe. Flying high.
Dang.
Birds flying high.
Okay.
That's good science.
Okay.
That's good
We
science.
can deal with that. We can deal with that.
But
That leaves more food for thought
Listen.
for other conversations.
why are you like this?
I'm just saying, because that's been a long question I've had for a long
As
time.
I said, thoughts are not just women; they're men. So when you speak about thought,
Dogs too,
all over,
pets,
all over,
yeah.
everywhere.
It's like there's no shame in it though.
I mean,
Or is the shamelessness more towards the?
it's 2024. What you ashamed of?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like you just said, like the thought is the training wheels of hoes. So
If we're speaking in a wide spectrum of thoughting, I feel like this. And this is my overall, and I'm gonna leave it at this. If you listen to Glorilla, Megan,
okay,
Yo Gotti, anybody from Memphis with the Merz,
thought-ish.
or any type of women who was talking about popping something, shaking
Okay.
something, sitting on something, riding something, twerking something,
Okay.
twerking something, that's natural thoughty behavior. You know?
Natural.
And I put it in perspective to say that is Erykah Badu and Jill Scott kept their clothes on and sung those same type songs, and we was just as horny for them
So are you?
as we was
but
for Cardi.
let me ask you this: between Erykah Badu and Glorilla, where does the thought sit?
Dead set middle. Erykah got a hoe in her. She got a hoe in her. She freak a black and mild every now
Is
and
she
then.
like the godmother?
She freaks a black and mild wood tip every now and then.
Is she like the godmother of thoughts?
The holistic mother of thoughts.
I can take that.
She's like
The holistic
thought mother.
The holistic thought. That's it.
Holistic thought mother.
Book them down. Yeah, no, that's a good one.
I can't be mad at it, but like
the holistic mother of thoughts. Okay.
because everybody got a little thought in them.
The matriarch of the matriarch.
If you and me keep it a buck, men got more thought in them than women do.
Of course.
women can thought in a different way. Like women can go out and
Who was the biggest thought of all time on the celebrity men, in your opinion?
celebrity.
Yeah. Thigh. Not hoe. Thigh.
Ray J? Or is he pushing? I don't know. I feel like
That's a good one.
I feel like Ray J got married before he really figured out how to be a hoe. He was just out there striking.
I mean,
he was out there just striking when he was young. Boom, strike, boom,
no,
strike.
No, but he's low key responsible for the thigh having a supreme reign over society today.
I mean,
because to be honest here,
he put the Kardashians on.
I'm just saying.
Without that tape,
he knocked that domino down.
Listen, you can type in on Twitter that tape and it still pops up today with millions of views.
He's the one that kicked that domino down and then boom, 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 bang, bang, and now you wearing skins.
He was just like, camera strike, camera strike, camera strike, camera strike.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
I can't be mad at him. I can't be mad at him.
Yeah. I was going to say Michael Jackson, but that might be a little too deep for the audience.
Listen, Christmas.
Prince? Mm-hmm.
Christmas?
Prince? I'm not going to put Prince on that.
No,
I'm
said,
too much of a Prince fan.
Say
we already know what Prince was doing. Like, he was open about it. I think he was the liberator.
Did you say Christmas?
Did I say Christmas?
Christmas?
Say Michael Jackson. But
Christmas.
Oh, really?
That's what Michael Jackson called Chris Tucker.
Really?
Christmas?
Really?
That's what Chris Tucker said. Chris Tucker said Michael called him Christmas.
I always knew Michael Jackson was probably capable of some really wild stuff when he started making that song about Ben.
All right. Normally we don't go there, but we're going to go there. We're going to go there. When the videos came out about Michael, did you believe the victims or not?
Wow.
Yeah, straight to
it went dark.
It went dark. Did you believe Macaulay Culkin in them?
Macaulay Culkin didn't. No. Macaulay Culkin. No.
You don't believe him?
Macaulay Culkin did. No. Not Macaulay Culkin. The other guys, I don't know, man. I don't think he did it. I'm one of the people that I don't think he did it. I'm gonna say the reason why I don't think he did it.
You think Michael just enjoyed a lot of toys?
I think that he probably did some awkward shit.
And amusement park.
He did some awkward
Vaseline everywhere.
He did this
Kleenex.
He did some awkward shit.
What's the spectrum of awkward before it becomes?
I'm gonna leave that open to interpretation.
Wow.
I believe he did some awkward things.
So
did he actually do what they say he did? I have that hard time.
So why is it that we ridicule Bill, but we let Michael slide? Because Michael made music.
Who?
They throw Bill under the dirt.
Bill?
They throw Bill in the dirt.
I mean,
and let Michael slide like
man, Bill was diabolical.
But how do we know that Michael wasn't?
I'm not saying we don't think he wasn't, but
he got accused of listen.
You want to know why? Michael really didn't have
I'm not here to judge people's trauma.
Michael really didn't have
the things that Michael got accused of are way more diabolical than things Bill.
Right, he got accused of doing this, but at the same time, there ain't really no proof. Like
it's like 10 kids that came out, we didn't believe them. They made a whole movie about it. We didn't believe them. We didn't believe them.
It's not funny.
It's not funny. What do you mean? There's no proof. You got a whole
considered proof.
You got a grown man that's one of the greatest dance choreographers
somebody
ever.
Made a video.
Ruined his career to say
he was dead for 10 years. I'm not saying that makes a difference. People, if we got to dig them up and hold them accountable, there's holograms for that.
It's not even that. All I'm saying is they put Michael on the greatest ever pedestal when he is not. Because even the accusations nowadays in our world take you away from him.
Look,
Prince is the greatest all time ever.
Right.
No question.
Yeah, but all I'm saying, if you ask me, I'm not.
Prince
sold.
made 3-point shots with goldfish in his shoes with a bunch of beautiful women around.
Oh, for sure.
That's what his legacy went down as.
Right.
Michael went down as one of the greatest musicians ever, but they also has the accusations of playing with little boy booty.
Right.
So what are we really talking about?
So who's the greatest basketball player all time in your opinion?
LeBron.
Okay, LeBron James.
The
scandal free, right?
Scandal free.
Okay.
Black man.
That's your favorite of all time?
And Magic Johnson. Hey, listen, we're going to discuss my reasons why we got to take a break, pay these bills. This is boy 450 Panda. I'm with my boy Black Amigo, Margarita Messiah. This is TKO Radio 101, knock him out the box.
Kobe.
Bill. on it, let's do it. Ride it, that pony. My saddle, waiter, come and jump on it. That's how the reverends do it.
We back like a bra strap with big mansions.
You know, listen, when you're after Sunday and you got the ribs on the grill, and you got that E&J, that Irk jerk, that elite and jamming. When you get to drinking that, you know what it is. You, after service, you gave your glory to God on that Sunday, then you hear that dog. Jump on it, let's do it.
Man, you sound like a deacon that takes Mad Dog 2020 to the 11 a.m. service on Sundays.
Keep a pocket full of wild Irish rose.
Yeah, you sound like him.
After you put your teeth in,
and then as soon as you get out, walking to the car.
A Negro keep a pocket full.
As soon as you get out, walking to the car at 4 p.m., you pull out a Capone cigar you get from the gas station.
Not even a Capone, baby. I got a Tampa. Matter of fact, better than that, I got a Black and Mild wine wood tip. I freaked it the day before.
Russian cream?
And I sat in the car and formulated.
Probably in the cutlass.
I was going to say it a masturbated, but that's crazy. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. So listen here, we about to you know, sometimes when you're out at the club and everything going right, the topic is esophagus. Mm-hmm. But today, the topic is what we're going to talk about. So, we got a couple topics we're just going to dabble in.
A few of them.
First of all, let's get to it straight up. I find it very hard to believe that anybody in Atlanta can mistake T.I. for a young man with domestic stalking warrants out of Baltimore County, Maryland. I don't know if y'all heard, but T.I. got arrested in the airport. And
what in the haberdashery?
T.I. got arrested in Atlanta airport and took him downtown, mistaken for another Clifton Harris out of Baltimore County, Maryland, that had stalker warrants and all type of crazy. I mean, it didn't seem like no crazy violent warrants, but apparently he had some warrants. And bro was like, people was like, how did you mistake T.I.? Like, even if I don't care who you are in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. There's not a cop in Atlanta that can look at T.I. and be like, I don't know what that is.
There probably are, but there's not.
Maybe Caucasian.
Cobb County. No, they probably know.
He was at the airport.
In Atlanta?
Yes.
Nah.
I can see him at the Baltimore airport getting caught up like that. Mm-hmm. This man was at his own hometown airport. Listen, my G, this is what I'm saying.
And they arrested him for something for a warrant in Baltimore?
Have you ever rode up the escalator in Atlanta?
Mm-hmm. Oh, all the time.
What do you hear when you hear? What do you hear on the speakers?
Mayor Andre Dickens' voice.
Who else?
Possibly Luda.
Who else?
You don't hear T.I. on the intercom. You don't hear T.I. on the intercom.
Let me tell you something. They had T.I. on the intercom for a whole year straight, and then they switched it to Ludacris when Ludacris had the new movie come out. You pay attention to your city. You be traveling a lot, but you also be having headphones on when you be traveling.
Right. AirPods.
Yeah.
Noise count.
I don't have noise cancellation. I'm not that. I don't spend that type of money.
Right.
I hear everything. I want to know what's around me. I'm a bear. So, T.I. was on. T.I. used to be on. He's on pictures.
Right.
He's on all type of stuff everywhere.
Okay.
I mean, you can watch.
T.I. is not all over Atlanta airport right now.
I didn't say he's crazy all over the airport, but how do you not? How?
How do you know?
How do you not know who T.I. is in Atlanta?
I mean, yeah, that's a major. That's a downward spiral.
Restaurants
for somebody. Yeah, like how do you let that just
community service?
Like
the music.
I feel like if you don't know who T.I. is at this point, like
shout out to
you know why it's a travesty, because it really is a big shame that you wouldn't know that, considering that Atlanta is a hip hop town and he's one of the, I would say, crown jewels of one of the premier eras of hip hop.
I mean, we can.
T.I. been in a whole bunch of movies just like Ludacris too.
Hello, a lot of movies, not just no black movies.
No, he was an American Gangster. He was in Marvel movies and the MCU. He was in
comedy.
comedies.
Another movie.
Yeah, he was in a bunch of. He was in ATL.
He's been doing comedy.
He's literally the main character in
ATL,
ATL, the movie.
ATL's free on
not Atlanta
free
the
with
show.
free with ads on YouTube. You can if you watch anything from Atlanta and
I feel like
over,
if you don't own that
wake up
DVD,
and ATL gonna be on.
If you don't own a bootleg copy of the DVD, then we might need to, you might be OTP.
It's just a problem if you don't recognize, and even that.
Right.
How do you have a warrant for somebody you don't got a picture of that person?
Stranger things have happened in the justice system today.
I got a warrant for you, but I don't got a picture of you. How do I know it's you? It could be 30 you.
Did they use the same vocabulary at the scene of the crime?
I wonder what he was. My brother, you have me drastically mistaken. Under duress, I must claim that you are egregiously attacking my civil amended rights. Now, before this goes into more litigated situations, I ask that you take yourself a moment, breathe,
take yourself a moment to see if this peculiar decision you're about to make is a bona fide reaction for justice that you claim to be seeking.
Because I promise you, my lawyer will be downtown expedition, drawing charges up upon everybody who was present.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Jesus, Cliff. Big C, chill out.
You know what's funny, man? I wish them Grand Hustle days did come back, though. The Grand Hustle days was some good days.
I mean, listen, shout out to Dro. Dro been sober like 3-4 years now.
Really?
Dro
sober?
Sober.
I saw Dro. I actually saw
Dro. I just seen him online.
Big shout out to Mary Dickens doing the I think it was the I Have a Dream party or whatever that was.
Yeah, Dro was there. That's what I seen.
Yeah, I was performing. I was performing. I saw him perform over there.
Yeah, he was big sober Dro.
It was a real big VIP type of everybody.
I don't know if he's still puffing the Magic Dragon. You know, a lot of people tend to not include that in their sobriety.
Okay, I see. I see.
But you know,
it's rubbing off. It's rubbing off immaculate.
Regardless, I support him in his endeavors.
Right. Now, Young Joe was bringing it though. I miss Young Joe.
Big Country Kane.
Nah, I mean Big Country was.
I was like, no,
Big Country Kane when he
don't
had
you not, bro?
That throwback still go hard for me.
They quick to throw the big guys out.
No.
You know what it is, man. Big Country Kane. Come on, bro. Nah. Listen, his verse could be trash. Because he got a couple verses trash. We'll keep it a buck right.
He don't have no memorable verses like that.
But when he come on, everybody.
Did you ever hear that speaking?
When he say, "You know what it is, man," everybody was ready to say, "Big Country Kane."
He did.
He
really Dirty Diana that was fire too.
His grandma probably was the lady in the hood that made the best greens, so everybody loved him. Like, bro, Big Country Kane, you know, grandma made crazy greens. Crazy cornbread, crazy, bro. Like, ham off of that thing.
Turkey necks, ain't it?
Turkey necks, ham off. Yeah. Sausage in that thing. Boy, that now bill itself in the green. Chill out, bro. That Big Country Kane.
Nah, but shout out to T.I., man. He's done a lot of good work in the community, man.
Yeah, man.
It's funny because when you think about back in the day, like all the negative stuff that came up now, he's like,
T.I. is a pure example that you can take a negative entity or image that people want to place upon you and turn it around completely, and not only turn it around, but with consistency and transparency, you can really prove people wrong. He proved a lot of people wrong and threw him out.
Yeah, he pulled up from
he was a phoenix.
I think he's a disciple from the Book of Snoop.
From the Book of Snoop.
Yeah.
Chapter 2.
No, chapter Libra.
Chapter Long Beach.
Libra, not Long Beach. There's nothing Long Beach about it.
Snoop is from Long Beach.
Yeah, he's from Long Beach, but that's where he's from. I'm saying, like, wait, no, because, like, when you think about it, Snoop Dogg.
I don't have the Book of Snoop. I didn't even know he had a book yet.
I mean, have you done any side quests?
I know he had a cookbook with Martha.
Have you done any side quests in your life recently?
Yeah.
Then you are literally, it's like Mamba mentality.
You know what? My last side quest, I decided to I decided to take up herping in my backyard for a day.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Say that again.
I decided to take up herping in my backyard.
What is herping? For the people that don't understand what herping is.
Herping is, it's like geological tracking of reptiles in your native area.
Okay.
So like most people who are herping are into reptiles, you'll find stinks and rattlesnakes and some cottonmouths. You'll find red racers, garter snakes, rat snakes. If you're near the water, you'll find water snakes and moccasins.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just like reptile hunting.
Reptile hunting?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So are you more like...
Well, you remember when I had like 6 bearded dragons and snakes and all that stuff in
Of
the house?
course.
So
I'm going to feed one of them.
Yeah, feeding rats.
Yeah.
So I've always been into the reptiles. You know, shout out to my mom. I'll never forget. I'm going to get my revenge one day from when she killed all 6 of my lizards that I caught.
She killed 6 of your lizards?
When I was in school, when I was in elementary school, I had a big fish tank that I got from my next door neighbor when he had done with his fish. I made a great ecosystem inside, live ecosystem. Went to the creek, got moss and everything, laid it in. So like it was dope. It was definitely more tropical than the lizards that I had. But at the time I was fishing for, or I was catching for what we would call, or herping for what we would call western fence lizards, which is the bluebellies.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like the common lizard out there in California, out in the Bay Area. So caught like 6 of them. Caught a jumbo, crazy big one, like a big. I was almost scared of it.
Right.
Put it in the tank. I'm feeding them crickets. I'm feeding them worms. My mom said, "Don't bring them in the house." But knowing that I couldn't keep them in the sunlight on the front porch, if I left them in the front porch, they was gonna burn up crispy. There's no shelter for them. I didn't have light control. I could turn lights on and off, so they just have to deal with like natural sunlight. But they would sometimes just sit in the sun because it felt good and burn to a crisp. So I put them in my room. I got some lights. I found some lights at a garage sale. Went and bought me some bulbs from down the street at the pet store. She found my tank in my room and she set it outside the front of on the porch when I went to school.
With the lizards in it.
With the lizards inside. So
Wow.
I had a tank on top. And I had a screen on top. And they sat in the sun all day, directly in the sun.
Okay.
And when I got home, all of them was just burned to a crisp, like fried French fries. Hard fried French fries
Okay,
in
so
American Deli.
did you bury them or did you eat them?
I threw them away. They was like air crispy. I wouldn't eat them. I was traumatized. I was in the front of my house like with my backpack on still like, why?
Okay, but what?
No! Well, yeah. The Virgo heart of mine was crushed. I was like, no!
But would you, if that happened, if you could go back and that happened today and you take out the trauma, would you have eaten the fried lizards or not?
The biggest one was named Blazer. I was just in front of my house screaming, Blazer! Blazer!
Blazer got blazed.
Blazer, no! Why? What did I ever do, Lord? What did I ever do?
Hey man, make sure you hydrate your lizards when you're here.
Hydrate, bro. And the thing about it, I can't even be honest, because I was a kid, I don't think I even had a water bowl in there.
A water balloon?
A water bowl. I just had poured enough water in this corner that was like...
You were too excited about actually putting together this on
this
a great deal.
But the little ecosystem had like a little
Right.
pond in the corner.
Right.
I was like, they can trace down to the pond.
I'm just loving how the transition from this radio show went from you being 450 Panda to Fat Albert to Steve Irwin. and we're only halfway through the radio show.
Jesus Christ.
Where else are you going to go today with this?
I mean, I guess nowhere else.
Okay. No.
I'm still Steve Irwin.
No. We're still going some other places. I'm just saying, like, in the journey of 2 hours.
Now I'm more like the crispy bacon hunter instead of
The
the crocodile
crispy
hunter.
bacon hunter. Okay. All right.
You ever had snack bacon from Dunkin' Donuts?
I don't know, but look, I'm going to tell you right now, I just had an avocado BLT taco from Zaxby's.
Well, so wait a minute. Avocado,
BLT.
bacon, lettuce, and tomato? It's hard for me to get bacon from Zaxby's when they are known for chicken.
Right. I think it's egregious, as
I'm
Clifford
like,
Harris would say. But it's
what makes me go to Zaxby's and be like, yeah, I want some bacon from Zaxby's? No.
Of course, I don't want bacon in the States, period. Bacon in the States is trash.
Okay.
Bacon elsewhere out the country, though?
Okay, for a Negro,
Chef's
where's the best bacon at?
The best bacon? Barcelona.
Ain't that like,
Hamon.
but ain't that like ham almost?
No.
Isn't there like
I mean, you can.
it's like
you
thick
can
and like
bake- you can,
wide,
you can,
right?
You can put it in a skillet. And
No, but I'm
still-
saying, don't they like? Isn't their bacon more like Canadian bacon, like more like ham-like than it is?
Nah, they'll show you the pig leg and then they have the rot on the kneecap, and then right above that, where the hamstring is, they'll slice that bug and they'll eat it. And
So what you're saying is you went to somewhere where they put their farm the table for you?
Absolutely. It was a market. The supermercado.
The supermercado in Spain.
Yeah.
Espanola. The Espanola.
It was yeah, it was like outdoors and shit, you know. It was cool. We saw a bunch of stuff like you can touch like the, I forgot what it was. I got like all videos, all this stuff.
I I could be wrong because I'm only seeing it on TikTok, so it's my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I see a whole lot of people playing with food before it gets bought and sold in other countries.
Like putting their finger in?
Like they be showing you what the food is, but they're like constantly touching it. Like,
right.
Don't roll the dough on my bread that you finna bake 66 times in front of some humans.
No, I understand.
And it got flies on it.
But
the flies
this
on.
is also a post-COVID reality that we live in too. So I understand.
Desi Banks did a video making fun of how it is when you go out to eat foreign food and like street food and stuff.
Right.
And it was the greatest like analogy based upon what I see online, which is this guy who we don't know if his hands been washed. We don't know where the food was cooked at. It's just spread out on the table with no container tops on it. And he's just dunking everything and splashing everywhere. And just hands you something wrapped up in a cone with a whole bunch of stuff in it. You're just like, oh, okay, yeah, it's fine. I'm going to eat it.
Right.
That could be string boo-boo cheese.
String boo-boo cheese.
Fermented and soaked in...
Time out. Rewind.
Tampon juice.
Nope.
It could be just
Go back.
the most disgusting.
Before we get to that part, put a stop on that. Did you just say string boo-boo cheese?
Yes, bro.
Just tell me where string boo-boo cheese would originate.
I don't know. Where's it? Wisconsin?
What part?
Shitsville.
You mean Racine? Never mind.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But I don't know. Just sometimes I go to I've been out of the foreign countries, and the street food was. I just had to ask what it was, and hope for some honesty.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, when I went to Colombia, man, the food was excellent. Actually, I had a whole big pork tomahawk.
Beef and ratatouille?
No, it wasn't beef.
You ever had beef? You ever had a broccoli and ratatouille?
I don't like rat.
I'm trying to tell you, they tried to give me ratatouille and broccoli. It was a little foot, and she tried to say it was a chicken foot. I said, chicken got talons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
Chicken has talons. That wasn't no talons. Mm-hmm. That was a little master splinter foot in the beef.
Right.
And broccoli.
Nah. That's like Buffalo Wild Wings, man, that whole chicken head.
What?
You ever seen that before? It was actually my homie, I think it was my dog, Jared Cook. He used to play tight end for the
He got a whole chicken head in Buffalo Wild Wings?
He played like 13, 14 seasons in the NFL. My homie Jared Cook. Shout out to Jared Cook.
Shout out to Jared.
Yeah. South Carolina.
He got a whole chicken head?
Yeah, he put, if I'm not mistaken, I might have to text him, but it was, he put down, he was at Buffalo Wild Wings, he got ordered wings, and they had like a whole fried chicken head that they threw in the basket with it.
Bro.
Yeah, I would never eat chicken again.
I would be in the back in the kitchen with the cook.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have him on his knees making him eat all that head.
I wouldn't do all that. That's aggressive. I would.
I'm aggressive.
Yeah, I feel that, but there's other means to kind of, it depends on how vestedly interested you are.
I'd be like, listen, Earl, did you send this out?
Right.
You got to eat it then. You got to eat it, Earl. Yeah. You sent me a chicken head?
Right.
This ain't Mississippi.
But maybe in Mississippi they eat
chicken
head.
They eat them chicken head in the bayou. Ooh.
So then I don't feel that bad about it because I'm thinking like, who eats chicken heads?
I guess I wouldn't make it eat that, but excuse me. Roberto, I ordered red beans and rice, but I didn't order no chicken heads. For the mistake, I take some free college and the peach cobbler sauce. It's your daddy. Give me a discount. Give me a discount. It's your daddy, Roberto. Come on, boy. Put some more jambalaya in blend. Come on, boy. Put some more jambalaya in blend. It's your daddy, Roberto. Oh, my God. Bruh, I be bad.
Did I tell you I had the best fish sticks in the world in New Orleans?
The best fish sticks?
The absolute greatest fish sticks known to man.
Wait, let's deep dive in this. We're talking like the yellow box.
Yeah, that was a great word. That was a great word choice. Great choice of words. Deep dive into this.
We're talking about the yellow box?
No, not Gordon's. No, I'm talking about like.
They said Gordon's don't be hitting though.
No, I'm talking. No, listen. No, I'm talking about like not the Long John. But I mean, it was like literally a beer battered fish stick, and they had like the purest of catfish, and it was like this big.
Just making catfish
Huh?
sticks. Fish sticks out of catfish sounds so good.
Yeah, no, it was actual. It was like his fish sticks. I'm like, it was like $14. And I was like, I gotta try it.
That's
You know what I'm saying? And it was immaculate. It's called
That's
Pesh.
diabolical,
It's
man.
called Pesh. Over in the CBD over in New Orleans.
Man, shout out to New Orleans for all the delicious foods that they've been bringing.
It's the most stinking delicious place ever, man.
I mean, man, you just go in there and you know the dude in the New Orleans has like the same quality that you get in your spirit from Waffle House. And I say that, listen to me when I'm saying it before I say it.
I was gonna say Huddle House, but all right.
When you go to Waffle House, if your cook ain't sitting outside with a Newport 100, trying to finish it as fast as possible.
I don't see people smoking cigarettes out there.
Well, listen to me. What I'm telling you is, you're not going enough.
Okay.
Or you don't go enough. If you go to Waffle House and your cook is not outside smoking a cigarette, got a Newport, and he put that thing out and said, Shawty, I got you, give me 1 second, hit it about 2-3 more times, the food ain't gonna be good. Turn around and go home. If he inside cooking somebody else's food, no. I don't know what it is, but coming off that Newport, them cooks be Gordon Ramsay.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Here, now this is some of the realest thing I wrote. I'm an oyster guy. Okay.
What the?
I'm an oyster guy.
Ocean coochie?
What?
That's what I call oysters.
Oh, sure. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Disgusting.
You can't appreciate land coochie unless you've had ocean coochie, all right? So fine, fuck it. I'll go ahead and be that guy then, okay? Is that cool? Ocean coochie it is. I like ocean coochies. How about that? Pearl. I like
We'll call it pearl.
Nature's pearl.
Nature's pearl.
How about that? I'm gonna tell you right now, the oysters that were in New Orleans, unless it's char grilled, I don't like it. Like raw oysters, can't do it. Oysters in Maryland and Virginia.
They come out of the ocean.
Man.
You get them out the bayou.
Man.
You get them out the swamps.
Nah, man.
You get Pontchartrain oysters right now. Not Maryland.
Nah, I can't do that.
Sea salted fresh off the shore.
Now them oysters in Maryland, off the Chesapeake Bay.
You talking about them John Steinbeck, the pearl oysters.
yeah. They got like the best saltine crackers on demand. Oh yeah, I can do that.
Can we just take a moment to take in the fact that as a child I thought the name of the book was Tequila Mockingbird?
Did you?
Yes.
Really?
My whole childhood. I think I found out that it was Tequila Mockingbird.
Did they tell you that
when I was like 17?
They must have told you that while they was partying after watching like Dolomite back in the day.
I just thought I always heard Tequila Mockingbird.
Tequila
Mockingbird.
Where did you learn that?
What?
When did you hear?
When the teacher said it, I thought she said. Well, actually, I had a Spanish teacher that was getting ready to teach that.
That makes sense.
So she had like a accent, but I thought she said Tequila Mockingbird.
She did.
Said Tequila Mockingbird.
She said she didn't say that. She probably did.
So I ran with it my whole life.
She did say Tequila Mockingbird.
I ran with it my whole life.
If you say it fast enough, it sounds.
I never picked up the book. I just ran with it my whole life. It was Tequila Mockingbird. Until I seen the book and I was like, Tequila Mockingbird? Is there 2 books?
Shout out to Gregory.
Shout out to my wife, but she reads like 4 books a day.
That's great.
Yeah, she's probably over like 1,000 books this year already.
1,000 books?
Shirley reads so many books. I don't know how she does.
She don't watch no TV then?
No. I watch all YouTube and she sits behind me and reads books all day.
That's amazing.
When she's not at work, she's reading books.
I need that type of.
Yeah, she reads so fast.
I need that type of dedication in my life to read.
Like, what we reading?
I read a lot of stuff, but usually it's like reading on my phone.
The last long book I read was Roots.
Really?
I told myself I was going to read it again this year by the end of the year because I haven't read it in like 5 6
I need to read like a whole novel probably.
My favorite thing is
I read when I did 75
Queen.
Hard. I read a couple of different books, but they were mostly like a lot of like self-esteem,
75
self-help
Hard.
books. Yeah, that was pretty tough. I need to do it again. 'Cause actually, I was if you look at the flyer with the photo I took, I was actually in the middle of doing that when I did it.
Shout out Amigo. He be counting macros and calories.
I
and
try to at times.
mini bites and
It's a
donut holes.
It's a forever journey.
Vegetables.
Yeah.
Like
That's all you gotta do, man. Just gotta count your, just watch what you're. Like sometimes it's like, hey, look, do a little couple of research where your baseline's at, realize what you're trying to do and kind of accomplish, and set, just make some adjustments and then stick to it for a spell of time, see a difference, and I'm actually gonna try to do a little bulk up, get some more muscle added on the front.
bulk up. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we're gonna go probably hit a nice little 2,600 calories.
So check this out. Before we get into a mix by the Black Amigo,
We got mixed.
we got a mix by
We have one.
we got a mix by the Black Amigo that we're gonna drop down on people. I mean, we're gonna respectfully speak on the subject of what happened about Red Martini.
Okay. Yeah, we can get into it. Let's get into it.
So, yesterday, we all seen through social media, through certain social media avenues broadcasting it, we saw that Red Martini's property and everything that was inside the club had been set outside in the back back porch and parking lot, which is still on the venue's property, so it's still technically private property.
Right.
And as these predominantly urban outlets started to air what was going on, we got a outrage of people in the Atlanta metro community. Some people who were from here, some people who were not, some people who have how do they say it? Migrated here, who decided to go over to this private property and loot and take a lot of things, way more than the cops could keep in control. It didn't just happen at Red Martini. Down on the south side, we saw that a whole beauty supply store where the guy died, so he wasn't able to pay his bills because he died, and there was nobody actively paying the bills. Mm-hmm. And people, when they knew what was going on and they heard that he died and they knew his situation, because some of these people are good people and they get embedded in the community. You've been getting your weave there for 30 years, but the same people who've been getting their weave there for years have been in the area. Once they realized he died and they were putting the stuff outside for the building was evicting him, people were outside waiting, and they were just waiting to take everything, and they did. The cops even said, we're waiting on somebody to give contact whether they want to come retrieve the things or not. Once they say they don't want to retrieve them and we leave, we can't control what happens. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, that didn't happen as coordinated and respectfully in Atlanta as it did down in the south side.
Right.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars of liquor was taken, smashed on the floor, hookahs. They took all the sound equipment. They took tables, booths, chairs. People just showed their true colors. And it's sad, I laughed. I didn't laugh at the fact that people lost their jobs. I laughed at the fact that the narrative that was being pushed through the comments and through the community was that it's a shame it's the black community. And I had to stand up and say something for the simple fact is if you go back in those videos, I'm seeing Asian, black, white, Mexican, Latino, and Atlanta's such a melting pot. I saw Indians, I saw Middle Eastern. So many different people of origin were there. So to put it on the black or African American or urban or however you want to signify black people, to put it on that community because you decided that was the easiest narrative, to me said, for a lot of people, I saw their comments, it made a statement for me that this political race that we're dealing with right now has really took the country and put us in a bind where everything that happens in our life is turning to a Kamala versus Trump sided situation. And that's crazy work because before Kamala and Trump was even running in office, the things you were doing, you were already doing. So for me, it was just I'm going to speak up and say, I don't condone going over to somebody's establishment, especially not knowing the situation, and taking, stealing, looting, getting violent. You know, the community that's around that establishment, that's not what they've built. That's not the reputation they wanted. You're not just damaging the name of that establishment. You're damaging the name of that overall building in that area, and you're bringing the community down. So I don't approve of that. Also, a lot of people who were there aren't from that direct community. They don't live in that area. People who were driving from. I got phone calls. People was like, "I'm in Douglasville. I'm finna head up there. You closer to me? You want to go run up there?" No, I'm not finna run up there. That's
Right.
crazy.
Right.
It's crazy. So to the people who lost their jobs, I know you said it. A bunch of people that we know affiliated. Sincerely sorry. If there's anything I can do, anybody I know a couple people, a couple venues. If you guys are, looking for certain places, let us know so we can help out. We know that you guys are strong, smart people in the industry. You guys are resourceful as well. But we're going to try to do as much as possible.
Well, let me chime in on this one too. Obviously, I know a lot of the people that were clearly adversely affected from that, including people who I share a lot of deep personal time, kind of off of out of the social medias, just behind, on, like I said, personal time. I spend a lot of personal time with these people. And I can tell you for a fact that, like I said, they woke up thinking that this was going to be just a normal day, normal Wednesday, normal Wednesday, big money R&B Wednesday time. And they woke up, and around 1 o'clock, the news started breaking that a lot of that equipment and a lot of everything, I'm talking from the kitchen equipment, lights, DJ equipment, all the liquor, everything was just out there. And, for these people who I know that are caregivers in their home, believe it or not, that have kids they have to support, that have pets to support, have their own lifestyles and rent that they have to support. You know what I mean? Like, they share a lot of the same things me and you both do. So I know that's probably very safe. It's easy to say, oh, well, that's easy. They could just do this, or they'll be able to find this or whatever. But the thing is that just imagine if one day you just wake up and your normal routine of life is completely shifted, and in literally matters of mere moments when you're trying to process something, now all of a sudden you realistically have to start thinking about what to do next. There is no future. It'll be months, and then you were probably depending on that money, especially at a time where, like, it's the beginning of the month just, you probably just paid rent, you probably just paid, took care of certain bills. Other bills are probably going to come up in the week after that, and you're thinking like, hey, I just paid my rent, paid this. Yeah, okay, cool, but then I got to come re-up to try to make that money back. There's a lot of people that were experiencing that. The biggest thing about it was, trust me, as somebody that's, lived in this city since 1996, I've seen a lot of, like, how things can happen. Like, Atlanta, everybody's always going to look up for a come up. There's been a lot of people that we know have talked about this as well. They're going to look at it like it's a come up. So, hey, if somebody throws something out there and they're like, hey, come get it, come clear it out, hey, one man's trash is another man's treasure. But this wasn't trash. This was basically something that kind of came from some higher ups that we don't make decisions, and affected every single person that has is employed in there, from the bussers to the promoters to security and so forth as well. And so, again, these are the same people. This is also a place where, me and Callie have made magic in there in the back room on Tuesdays and other nights before. I done had so many different nights of, like, been there on Saturdays, had turn-ups, been there on Fridays, had turn-ups. I did a massive 404 day. Like, this is not just like people just lost their job. I think it hits a lot of people because of the simple fact that this has been also a place where we've owned our skills and we've built our craft and so forth too. I mean, there's plenty of other, spaces too where we've built our brands and we built our creativity on that as well. But this is also just like, you worry about, that's what I said when I posted on Instagram. I said, let's go ahead and worry first about making sure that the people who are immediately affected get with this. And then once that's done, we can start getting into who, why, where, what, how, the memorial, the reminiscing, the oh man, R.I.P. Red Martini. You know what I mean? So, because at the end of the day, like,
if you're gonna really worry about helping those people, though, the rest of the stuff in the background don't even matter anymore.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So
because the main focus, as you said,
so
earlier,
and again, do I understand why people? I understand what happened. I feel ashamed that I saw what happened transpire because it affected the people I know. But have I seen this before? Yeah, I've seen this before plenty of times. And here. I'm gonna tell you right now, folks. This ain't gonna be the last time you'll see the club or an establishment have this happen.
I was waiting to hear that because I was gonna say we're not gonna see
this. Ain't gonna be the last time.
This
is not gonna be this ain't the first time. This ain't gonna be the last time you're gonna see this. But when it hits home to you, you just got to know how to react. That's why I wasn't boo-hooing, but I was like, okay, there ain't no time to boo-hoo. Let's help these people get on. It's, we got pushed out. They got pushed out. They got pushed out of a situation. A lot of them in stable situations, and now they have to figure out what stability looks like in their life. And if you've ever been a person that's had unstable situation in your life, you know how hard that is for you at home, or whoever's listening. You understand how difficult life is when you just feel like I don't have stability right now in my personal situation, in my income situation, and then it can adversely affect your personality, your mood, how you feeling, your drive, your motivation. How it'll affect your sex drive. It'll affect how your belief system, and then your belief and your confidence in yourself. And all it is because you just don't know where you're going to get your dollar from to go ahead and take care of yourself, so you can worry about what you're going to do with everybody else as far as taking care of everybody else or trying to further doing something for yourself. And
but
so
focusing on those things aren't going to get you moving forward.
Right.
As much as we should all feel bad and have empathy, there's no motion in moping. And that's the truth.
No, for sure. But
everybody there is smart. Everybody there is experienced. We're not talking about people who have just started working yesterday. So, yes, they will figure it out. And the reason I say that is because my wife got fired 6 months ago. She figured it out. I've been fired 3 times, not even fired. I've had 2 establishments. I had a contract that recently just left.
Right.
Where I established a restaurant and wrote a contract, signed it with them. They sold the next day. Right from under my arms, and guess what? I had to figure out how to come up with $1,200 out of my rent within 4 days.
For
so
sure.
it happens to everybody. It happened to me a month ago.
Right.
If this is your industry, you know when you jump in this industry what comes with it. It's just like basketball. If you play on a team, yeah, you got a contract, but if you get hurt or if they want to trade you and you don't have a trade clause, things can happen. I just want to be able to say that we should focus on finding them gigs and not being sad for them, because ain't nothing to be sad about.
But you know what, I'll say this though, and this is what I'll interject with that, just to kind of give a slightly different, not different, but just a side perspective about this as well, that needs to be said. I think and I had this conversation with some other people who went through other situations before recently, a friend of mine. If we've been through something before, right, they say heroes and villains are determined on how they react to the trauma that's been presented. When the person is presented with a pain or a trauma or a traumatic experience, typically the idea is that if someone experiences the same trauma, the hero is essentially the person that said, this was so bad, I don't want anybody else to ever go through this again. Mm-hmm. After they come to that. The villain is the one that was just like, you know what? Well, because of that, everybody gonna have to feel it. They gotta get it too. You know what I'm saying? So, but they both come from literally the same experience. It's how they react to that same experience. Now, it's almost like saying when you're a parent, why are parents mostly heroes? Because most good parents, a parent like you, like yourself, will probably not want your kid to have to go through the things that you went through, or try to have the opportunities to have that you didn't have, or whatever. And that's every good parent that you can think of, whether it's your parents, if you're listening to this at home, or somebody you may know or whatever. Like, yeah, you like, hey, I went through some crazy things. I would never want my kid to have to experience that again. And all I'm saying is, like, if you got to understand, like, even if we're not parents, as peers, as friends, as people in the industry, if we've been through this, I understand exactly what you say, but I also say you got to realize not everybody can say, I've been through that and survived that and can react the same way. So I think that we have to be mindful of saying, yeah, this is probably their first time going through this, and life is shattering for them, just like it felt like it was shattering for us in the first time we had to deal with it.
I don't honestly know if it is or if it's not their first time going through it.
Right, but because
It
we
makes
can't,
no difference in
but
how I move.
But that's how you move, and all I'm saying is that that's not a problem because there needs to be people like you to inspire how organically you can recover from something like this. At the same time, I'm of the mindset of saying, yeah, I done recovered from a lot of things that should have took me out. And also because of that, I also understand my empathy saying there needs to be room for them to breathe and kind of understand and go through their own process to realize that you are going to be stronger from this. And because this is probably, again, they're like most of those mid-20, late 20, maybe hit 30, maybe young 30. If I'm
that's not
35,
for me to determine how long it takes you to heal from your situation.
Right.
I feel like personally, and everybody's different, but for me,
right,
all I can do is be the person that says, hey, bro, people fall down,
Right.
get back up, let's try to figure this out now. There's no time because you got bills, right? You just
Right.
bills ain't gonna wait on you to mourn and be sad and empathize and sympathize and figure it out. The bills are coming regardless.
Right.
I'm the person that's gonna be like that. There's other friends that will and other people around you that will be the person that will be there to comfort you. I'm gonna be there to tell you, like, bro, we got to figure it out right now.
But that's why you got to come together as a team and attack it from different angles.
And that's what we said. We have a whole community of people that's looking out for them. They'll figure it out because we have that community of people looking out. And you got people coming from all different angles. But
Side note,
the angle we got to take right now is paying the bills real quick.
Right.
So we'll be right back in about 5 minutes. We're going to pay these bills, commercial, go back. It's your boy 450 Panda, 101 TKO Radio, knocking out the box. The ASMR Amigo.
The handsome black man.
That sounds racist. The ASMR
It
Amigo.
did, but we're gonna ride like the handsome black man.
The Blexican. Cause the Green Room with your boy 450 Panda. TKO Radio, knocking about the box. In case people didn't know, yes, the Green Room it does is the THEGREEE.
Is it the THC? That's it.
G-R-E. Shout out my boy Spritzer in here right now. Spritzer, I'm gonna tell you something one time. Thursday night, boy. If you hadn't touched that track today, I am going to call you in the morning with my balls out.
Don't let him call you
With my balls out. I'm gonna put those googly eyes on,
Don't let him do that.
one of my balls.
Don't let him do that.
And I'm gonna call you looking like this.
Don't let him do that.
If you do not have worked on that track today.
Because you don't think he got his knuckle at you.
Shut up. Shut up. Listen.
You gonna think
It's been a hell of a night.
you don't think you're gonna be sitting there like, is that your fist trying to come out?
It's been a hell of a night. It's been an early, crazy prequel to some of the things we have coming. If you thought that we was just chilling tonight and having a good time, you're right. But if you thought that we
were.
We said some crazy things. We said
no. Let me go ahead and break it down one thing, man. First off, this is us taking a moment right now just to let y'all know, man. Big Mansions Podcast is really a thing. We're coming in hard. We're coming in fast, and we're coming in aggressive.
See that?
Yeah,
Oh, it's not you right there.
right. That might be his balls, man. Not gonna lie to you. So the thing is that we actually have decided that we are going to be launching this thing pretty soon. Realistically, probably in the next few weeks, we'll put more promotional material out. We were just trying to.
You can get your first episode probably as soon as Labor Day.
Possibly, it could be.
Labor Day.
And how we're going to do it is actually a nice little format. Big shout out to a lot of my previous quote unquote employers. Kind of show us. So we're going to break it down in a few segments. We're going to have something really, really fun and really, really exciting for you guys to see. And we're also going to make it we're going to compartmentalize these things into bite-sized nuggets of gourmet entertainment.
This Negro just mixed Office Depot and Wingstop.
I did, absolutely. But that's what we're trying to do. And we're really trying to go ahead and really give you guys something worthy to chomp on and make it like a whole complete package.
I'm fat. I got plenty for them to chomp on.
Right. But we're also just going to make it so it's actually nice and entertaining and delectable. And we'll have plenty of guests. We'll have a lot of our local famous celebrity friends. We'll have celebrity friends, special guests that you probably were like, holy shit. Yeah, that's them. Yeah, they came in and talked to us.
Some politicians.
We might have some politicians, some artists. And then we also might have just some friends who are in the industry that are like either on the come up, well established.
And if God says the same, a nudist colony.
And trust me, guys, the format is going to be something that I promise you will want to make go viral. It will be as exciting as a nudist colony in Colombia. I mean that.
Making bubbles with soap and salt.
And Tuesday. Anyway, so look, check this anyway. We just wanted to say thank you guys. Thank you, Nelson. Thank you 450 for having me here. Hope we come back again one more time, maybe soon.
Shout out TKO Radio.
Shout out TKO Radio for having me out here on this lovely 95-degree day in Atlanta.
And if anybody wanted to know, Bubbles had a vest with chapstick.
Right. Big shows coming up, man. Listen, by the way, if you're watching this at all, every Sunday we'll be at Tulum. You can catch Cali at Tulum. Nice little good vibe, dinner vibe, nice, especially for pre-gamers for sure. Also, Pasha.
Where you at this week?
This week?
Where you at Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Friday I'm at Tulum. Saturday I am at Impulse.
Impulse on Saturday?
Impulse
Sunday?
on North Side. Sunday, I forgot where I'm at Sunday, but I'm working Sunday.
Well, check me out. That's where you can catch the Black Amigo this weekend. You catch your boy 450 Panda tomorrow at Culinary Dropout in Dunwoody. And you can catch me Saturday at Tulum, right there in Buckhead.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday I'm off playing with the kids and having some family time and thanking God.
I am not off. But actually, no, I'm sorry. Sunday, you can come by the St. Julep Pool. St. Julep Hotel.
I might come by the pool and have me a drink.
St. Julep Pool. What up, Dre? How you doing? I see you, bro. St. Julep Pool from 12 to 4.
You gonna play some Celine?
Oh, no, that's an Afro House only.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
See you know we can get it twisted.
Now that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing there. And also too, big shout out to my boy Kenny Cottrell out in Vegas. Big shout out to Ava Lacrosse. Big shout out to Tiffany Baker. Big shout out to all my people.
Big shout out to that boy Just TJ OK. Big shout out Artist
They've literally been the people in my life.
Big shout out Rising Icons DJ Academy.
Really,
you're gonna hear so much about that coming up.
They're
Boom, boom,
setting
bow,
up
bow.
some big moves coming up later on, late end of this year too. So, by the way, just follow me on Black Amigo. Trust me, I got more coming up. I just don't want to spoil it for y'all.
Anybody set me up with a biscuit, so I'm pouring breast milk, Peruvian breast milk all over.
Yeah, but big thing is like, by the way, also another thing. Also another podcast. Me and Melanie Vega. Remember that's on there. We're gonna be doing a podcast too. It's gonna be more mental health geared and everything too. So we're actually
spicy thoughts.
Spicy thoughts. That might be a considerable. I can't spoil it just yet.
Two of you are spicy Spanish people.
Can't spoil it just yet. But yeah, no. Big shout out to my best friend Melanie Vega.
Mental health margaritas.
Yeah, no, we're doing that. Like I said, September 7th, big show at Ibiza. Everybody come out. Like I said, it's gonna be a special set.
September 1st, Cuckoo Room.
September 1st, Cuckoo Room.
Sunday, late.
Super
lit.
late. Super late and litty.
When it gets late, I'm playing.
All right, what's up, Lou? How you doing? Yo, what up, Charlotte? Oh, by the way, shout out Radical Grove. I need to go to Charlotte soon. I need to go back to Charlotte. Charlotte's always a fun, good time.
Shout out.
Oh, and big shout out to Killer Cass.
Why are you screaming in the mic like that?
I'm not screaming. Am I screaming?
You were sounding a little
okay, yeah, now I'm a little bit louder. But big shout out to Killer Cass. And hopefully I'll be in Miami soon. We'll try to see if we can work out somehow.
Listen, shout out to everybody out there on the Louisiana border that's drinking water, staying crisp, cool, hydrated, and happy. And make sure you take some jambalaya home tonight and some fried chicken and some gator bites.
I want to let you know how much I really hate you right now.
And guess what? Tomorrow we'll be exercising on the Greene right in front of Chester's in the French Quarters. And we'll be eating free beignets and coffee all morning. This your boy Roberto on 101 TKO Radio. Now productive.
We're done here.
Yo, we out, y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
We'll knock you out next week, bro.
Knock you out next week.